Kahalayam Layahal Bashim Yahweh Bashim Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders. Peace, blessing, mercy, and salutation to all the brotherhood out there. Teaching the truth in sincerity in the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh. So yesterday was camp. And it was a good camp. Everybody's lesson was on point. You know, we had a good one. And it was in the spirit. Because we were all talking about what you should, because you should talk about the things that you want students to learn, right? You should talk about it. That way, there's no surprises out there. You know? So, for example, like, you're growing up, and my kids they don't even ask me. Because they have confidence. You know? It's not that it's disrespectful. It would be if it was under other circumstances. But we're Hebrew Israelites. You grow the fuck up when you're 12 or 13, and you better start doing some chores, pulling your own weight. I mean, you should start making your own decisions. That's what it is all about. You gotta make your own decisions, man. You gotta be in the mood of where you don't need no help. Except from Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. And Yahweh, his name is He exists. So when you ask Him for prayers, He's going to listen. Now it's up to you to ask for the right thing. You know? Gas is expensive everywhere. Some brothers have been hit hard by that. But it's not the end of the world. I mean, prices fluctuate. Like my cryptocurrency, I don't have too much in there. Maybe like $30. Well, I had $30, but it went down to fucking 14. Showing you that this fucking money system that Esau has is fucking shit. It's this joke. The numbers stay the same, right? I had the same amount of coin, but the value of it just dropped and raised and dropped and raised. It makes no damn sense. But that's called devaluation. So why did I get into it? Because I made my own decision. I decided that I wanted to. Gotta learn. So we're there, right? And when you're at church, you don't look at your phone for the text messages. You look at your phone to find a precept. And I don't know how your mom can influence a decision, or your dad. Now your dad, he'll give you some advice, and then my daddy used to always say, well, he still says, but it's up to you. At the end of his talk, he'll throw his hands up and be like, well, I don't know what the fuck you're gonna do. That's up to you. Look at these fucking idiots. And if it's up to you, you gotta figure that shit out for yourself, right? So once you do figure that out, you're on a different level. You're making choices for yourself. You're more responsible. Like, do you think an angel comes down wakes me up in the middle of the night when everybody's asleep in my house and says, "Hey, Kawak, how you doing, brother Kawak? You gotta go to camp today. Don't forget." That's in the back of my mind every day. Like, camp is gonna be part of my life. All right. Just like looking at women. I mean, you can tell yourself, "I'm not gonna look," but then the right type of body comes along, and then you're looking. It makes no sense for you to say, "I'm in charge." You just got to make the right choices. You are given choices in your head, but those choices are already made. Yahweh made those choices for you. And that's pretty it's pretty intense when you're making the right choices. Like, it's like you're playing that what's it called, that snakes game on the old phone, and you keep making the right turns, and your game lasts longer, right? But once you make the wrong turn, you run into that wall, and the game is over. You don't want the game to be over too soon. You want to let it play for as long as you can. You want to keep gaming. And those games are kid games, but the games, they're all games, right? If you think about it. Sometimes they're sad games, sometimes they're scary games, sometimes they're happy games, sometimes they're serious games, but they're all games. Because this is a court, right? This is the court. Earth is a court. It's where we gather. All the men gather and we talk about the things we gotta do, about the things we need to do. Make decisions. Like I said, we make decisions. But the decisions are serious. Because you make a decision. You're making a decision. And then you have to carry it out. There's going to be ramifications. Like, when I was driving the truck yesterday, I'm going to drive one today. And I went to go pick up some cherries. And I had to wait there for a good hour and a half, and then I went to go eat lunch. Then they called me. Said it was ready. But when I got there, they were just getting ready to find it. So that receptionist was fucking lying to me, saying that they were back there looking for it. Now, how they sorted things out is they scan them with that, MOTB machine. Beep, and it tells you where it's at, where it's located. It gives you nothing but numbers. What if somebody made a mistake and didn't mark our order? Then I would have left. I wouldn't have got anything. Those are ramifications. I would have got paid still, but I wouldn't have been productive. Productive and being paid, you got to be both at the same time when you're at work. You got to be both when you're out there in the church, and preaching. And that makes a lot of sense. That you have to be productive while you're getting paid. You ain't gonna have no slave chilling in the shade you have a project to get done. You want that project to get done on time. Hell, I might drop a boulder on him and make an example, or light him up with some fire. Burn him up. It makes no sense for you to be lazy. And there's, guys that are lazy, like they'll come to work, but they're on their phone the fucking time, the whole time. Don't be like that at church. Sometimes shit has to happen. Things have to happen. And every day is different. Every day is different, and every day makes you stronger. Keep passing those tests. So take it with consideration. Make sure you're doing your homework. Study. Make sure that everything makes sense. And when it makes sense, it's far better for you when you're teaching. Because you're going to teach. And once you're teaching, people are actually watching you. So with that, I'm going to say shalom. Till next time.